Hey, collective. What's up? What's up? What's up? It's me. I'm here. How y'all doing? Happy Tuesday. Today is June 3rd, 2025. What time is it, Spirit? 3:05 p.m. Looking at my Gucci, it's about that time. Let's get some energy. It's too early for this shit. Hang on, y'all. One second. Let's go get me a water. I feel I'm gonna need it. Thank you. Oh, look, we got the truth, and guess what's still laying in there? What they don't see. Judgment. Ooh, listen, what I said, what they don't see. It was in the reverse. What they don't see. Somebody looking though. Somebody trying to figure it out. Somebody trying to find out what's going on with what you got going on, collective. Listen. Somebody spying on you. This is a Queen of Swords in reverse. This is a lion hussy. Ooh, this is a lion hussy. This one right here ain't got no good fucking sense. Listen, this could be a family member. This one ain't got no good sense. That's what I heard. That's what Spirit said. They ain't got no good sense. Yeah. Listen, and a King of Pentacles in reverse. Lord, look at this. This is somebody losing their finances, losing their stability. I heard losing their footing. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This could be also a Taurus. Thinking somebody's a liar. Somebody's a liar and a manipulator. And somebody misleads people. Somebody's a bad. Ooh, yes. Listen, somebody bad with money. Somebody bad with money. Yeah. Somebody could be losing a job. What's going on here, Spirit? You're on the bottom. Somebody could be trying to keep something hidden. What's going on here, Spirit? Spirit said if it wasn't for your haters, you probably wouldn't have nothing to say. There goes somebody collecting. We got a King of Cups here. Somebody got their eye on you. Yes, they do. They trying to be stoic, though. They trying to act like they ain't in their feelings. They got this cup there. They trying to figure you out, right? But that fish behind tells a different story. You got somebody leaping for joy, I promise. Somebody want to jump in your fucking cup. Thank you, Spirit. Somebody was taking me in your bath water. Oh, wow. Come on. Somebody can wear glasses. Somebody can like to wear hats. I see a crown on this person's head, so either they could like to wear something on their head. What? Headband, crown, visor, something they wear on their head. Somebody could have dreads or something like that, and they keep them tied up. Take a how resonates. We got the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody could be trying to get, I'm hearing rebound energy. Somebody feels abandoned, rejected, left out in the cold. They haven't really gotten over that part. They could be possibly still healing from that. You bring a spark to this person. All right, you bring this, this could be somebody that really ain't even trying to be bothered with no relationship because of something that could have happened in the past or more recent. So, but you kind of get this person thinking about doing that shit again. I'm just saying. But this could be you, collective. Take it how it resonates. Come on. What's going on here, babe? That's the truth. That's the truth. You make me want to leave the one I'm with, start a new relationship. Listen, this is hold it, put the brakes on. Somebody could be in a situation. Well, I said somebody could be getting over a situation. Or maybe somebody doesn't want to leave somebody feeling, abandoned. Take it how it resonates. Take the how it resonates. But child, a magician, they manifesting this. Somebody think about you all the time, what it would be like. Listen, the Emperor, the Page of Wands in reverse, and the High Priestess in reverse, and the Justice in reverse, Page of Pentacles in reverse. It's all of them. Three of Cups, Page of Cups, the Strength. Wow. All right, Spirit, let me shuffle these cards for these folks. Child. You know, I'm gonna do this, but I'm not gonna flip the cards around because Spirit said you gotta let shit go the way it's supposed to go because it's working on both ends of all ends of the situation. You know what I mean? It's not just about creating an avenue for one person. You have to take care of those other people that are in this scenario as well. Thank you, Spirit. So you got to do things with integrity. Come on now. That's the truth. This be something you manifest and collecting. But Spirit said be careful, right? Be careful what you manifest, what you ask for, what you seek, right? What you call in. And you know we call in it because when we want something, we focus on it, right? That's what anything. Money, food, anything we think about, oh, this is what I want, and then we go to achieve that goal. And that's how it works. The Chariot in reverse. Told you, hold your horses. Something's not going forward. There's an indecision here, right? Judgment. Somebody has to make a decision. That's what this is. Exactly. Somebody has to make a clean decision. No dilly-dallying, no holding on, no having no safety net and shit like that, and still, being elusive and giving mixed signals and shit like that. And ain't nobody gonna be no rebound either. Nope. Spirit said it will not happen. That's probably why this Chariot is held up. Listen. Something's going on here. Something could be happening. Something could be not going in someone's favor. Or something may not go in your favor, right? So be careful about the choices that you make. This may actually, bring negative ramifications. And if you know how it works, now you're bringing somebody in that's carrying baggage and some bad karma because they did something in a manipulative, backstabbing, conniving, yellow back way. You know what I'm saying? So, and he does have on a yellow shirt. I'm just gonna say, somebody may not have the balls, right, to go for what they want, what they got their eye on. It may just be a fleeting thing. You hear me? What's the Spirit? Emperor. Control. This could be the same person. Hierophant. The Empress in reverse. Family values. Stick and stay no matter what. The World in reverse. Not able to close the cycle. Now they just looking. They ain't nothing they can do. They made the decision, and their will is nothing's going to change in this situation because of their loyalty, their values. Right? I told you somebody didn't want to leave somebody high and dry. But look. 9 Wands. I don't know. They passionate, yeah, maybe sexually, but ain't nobody having that. What? Ain't nobody gonna be no part-time lover. Ain't nobody gonna be no side piece. Ain't nobody gonna be, nope. Listen, somebody's really thinking about what they believe. This is giving me religion, right? This is giving me a religious, thing. This could be like a Catholic religion, they don't believe in divorce, right? So instead, a lot of times they just let their partner go do what they want. They go do what they want, but they stay legally married. You know what I mean? I think this Emperor may feel like that's something that they can do, right? They want to continue to live in this with this mask of they're a good person, they have values, and they don't cheat on their wife or they don't cheat on their husband, you know what I'm saying? But deep down inside, there's no real love there, but it's a lot of acceptance, confirmation. They've accepted it. Okay, so why they over here in the collective energy, spirit? What they looking for? They looking for ass whooping. They gotta be. They looking for universal ass whooping. That's what they're looking for. Especially if they come in, with their feet dirty. They ain't clean their feet. They ain't change their shoes. You know what I'm saying? They ain't change their drawers. You heard me? Nah. King of Swords. Ooh, look at all these men out here. King of Swords. This could be your guardian angel, Archangel Michael. This is somebody that's a truth teller. So, child. Is this person trying to come to you because they got left? That spirit said that. So they may have gotten left. You know what I mean? Knight of Wands. That action is, that's that rebellious act energy. That's that rebound energy. That's that I want to feel good. And you look like somebody, but see, they don't have, their intention is not there. They don't want to make any kind of commitments. They want to come in and see what it's like, basically, like they always fucking do. King of Wands, I can't make it up with the Knight of Wands. Listen, 3 of Wands in reverse and the 2 of Cups. The 10 of Swords. No, nothing's gonna grow here. What's behind that? 3 of Cups in reverse and then the damn Tower. The High Priestess in reverse. Somebody is not paying attention. Somebody need to pay attention. Somebody is very sneaky and very deceptive. Or they could be with someone that's very sneaky and very deceptive. Ooh, my ear rang when I said that. That's what that is. What's going on with this energy here, spirit? 12/15. That could be somebody's birthday. I don't know why I heard that. So November 15th. What's this? Judgment. And right under the Ace of Swords. Ooh, child. There's some kind of truth coming out. Somebody's finna call some kind of judgment on the situation. Ooh, look. Somebody's trying to come up out of some energy. Somebody may want to apologize to you or some shit like that. King of Wands. Knight of Wands. 10 of Swords. I don't know. Somebody was out here doing what they shouldn't have been doing. But that's how that shit go. There's a lot of men out here, collective. There could be other people that have their eye on you. That's what Spirit could be saying. I see what you're saying. The Chariots in reverse, that's blocked. There's other people. That's the truth. That's the judgment. There's 2 other people, 2 other options that you have. Look, 7 of Swords in reverse. That ain't gonna be lying and being deceptive to you. That you could get some kind of victory with. Come on now. Could be a fire sign and an air sign. Okay? Because that water sign, they ain't moved away from whatever situation they in. That's the truth. Yeah. And that ain't what you want. That's what I'm hearing. That ain't what you want. You have 2 other options. These people are very dominant. Come on, spirit. These people are very prominent. These are upstanding individuals. They're both very good-natured people, right? They both have their own stability. I see that. They both, are very focused on their life. You're going to have a choice to make. I can't make it up out of 2 people. Yeah. A fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or a Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Take it how it resonates. These are upstanding people. These are people that would, be good for you. They're very honest. They're very open. They're not the wild kind. Cause let me show you something. Look, I'm telling you. The 7 of Swords in reverse in that. Yeah, somebody. Let me show you something about this. These are reserved men. These are men that have already sown their wild oats. These are men that are ready to settle down. You hear me? I'm going to show you. You see these 2 here? You see how they got their legs? They got their legs crossed, right? Look at the King of Cups. Player from the Himalayas. Anybody can get it. Thank you, Spirit. Mind your manners, miss. Listen, Ace of Cups, baby. That one there. They still doing whatever they doing. Listen, baby, listen. It's what you deserve. The Star and the Ace of Cups. Yes, sir. A good, healing, loving, reciprocal energy. Somebody that loves human beings just like you do. That's what I'm hearing. Yes, sir. Page of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Look. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands in reverse. Seven of Swords in reverse. Somebody, watching you. Somebody knows those that you got other options as well. They know that. I don't think they gonna say ain't nothing they can really fucking do because, they're in their own little world over there, right? They in their own fishbowl where everybody watching. You're right. So just like they watching you, they being watched too. The watchers are being watched. Write that down. Yeah. Yes, sir. What we got here? Eight of Cups in reverse. Listen, because they refuse to walk away from whatever's going on, whatever ain't even working over there. But that's their business. This is their journey. This is their lessons, right? Temperance. You're balanced. They ain't ready for that yet. And I'm gonna tell you something else that like I said in the beginning. This is rebound energy anyway. This person ain't completely, in that part where it's like I'm done and I want, heal and shit, and I'm gonna, love wouldn't be on your mind. That's my personal opinion. Being with somebody else will not be on your mind if you're choosing to really take a clean slate. You will be more focused on getting your shit together, more than you're focused on getting into a relationship with someone else. Especially with residue. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, what's this? The Queen of Pentacles. Why is there the Page of Pentacles in reverse with the Queen of Pentacles? Why are these offers not coming in to this Queen of Pentacles? Because a Queen of Swords is doing fucking what? It's doing what? Lying. Queen of Wands ass energy. Lying. And trying to get these folks here attention. The ones that are watching you, collective. They could, you know what? It could be whoever this is that's dealing with that King of Cups. This is their partner, a Queen of Cups in reverse. A Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. Yes. Gossiping about you, collective. Ain't that some shit? Yes. Listen, Six of Pentacles and the Hermit. Man, listen. Yeah, you and Hermit. Six of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. I'm telling you, this bitch is running around telling people not to offer you. You know what I just heard? This chick right here, look at this shit. Three of Wands in reverse and the High Priestess in reverse. Injustice, bitch mad and she fucking obsessed and don't want somebody to take a leap of faith. Let me tell you something. This chick has been going around saying that you broke up her fucking relationship. That's what she's doing. And she's doing it to anybody that she sees. This person spies on you and watches your social media. This person DMs, reaches out to your connections, your friends, however they're connected, however she can see it. All right? And she tells them that you broke up her fucking relationship. You're in Hermit. You ain't in nobody's relationship. Six of Pentacles. Look at this shit. You and Hermit, how you giving and receiving to anybody? See, this is where when motherfuckers be trying to throw dirt on your name, the only thing they can throw right is they fucking dirt. I promise you, that shit don't come out of thin air. That shit come out of them. That's they seeds. Projection. They the one out here giving and receiving to people they ain't got no fucking business. And they want to keep somebody from walking away. And they could be using fucking spell work. Yep. Yes, they are. Because they want somebody to stay in a toxic relationship. Toxic bind. It's us together, always. Are they all good? Yeah, yeah. Towards the devil. Not towards the sun, not towards the light, but in darkness. Chaos, confusion, grimy shit. Passing on, I heard, when you sleep with everybody they sleep with. You feeling me? You don't know where these people been, and the people you sleeping with, who the fuck they slept with before you got there. Child. What we got here, spirit? Queen of Swords in reverse, a liar. Controlling. I heard played out. Played out. Like her tactics, her dominance, her rule over anybody around her is played the fuck out. It's done. People are ready to move on. The fucking story. They don't want to hear that shit no more. They tired, and she ain't. She just want to stay in this toxicity. And she's disloyal as a fuck. Yes. Y'all know who this is, but y'all better be careful dealing with this one, because this one will have your ass bound forever, ever. Because this one, yeah. Somebody still wants them to take a leap of faith. Somebody's trying to get somebody to take a leap of faith. 6 of Wands. Victory out here. King of Pentacles in reverse. The 3 of Swords in reverse. The 9 of Wands. The Queen of Wands in reverse. And the Moon. King of Pentacles. Heartbroken. 9 of Wands. This Queen of Wands could have been dealing with a King of Pentacles, a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. All right? They broke their heart, too. This could have been somebody they was playing with on the side while the King of Cups was out here doing their thing on the side. That's what they was doing. Because neither one of them had the courage to... That's codependency, trauma bonding, and generational curses, generational baggage, right? Yeah. 9 of Pentacles. Ooh-wee. 3 of Pentacles. Somebody looking at you. Somebody sees you as a victory. Somebody sees you as somebody that they could build with. 8 of Swords. They also feel trapped. 5 of Swords. Yeah, because somebody's listen. But you know what? Because of all the mischief is what's going to bring somebody down. Somebody didn't even have... I feel like if somebody really was in love with someone, right, this energy wouldn't even be here. All that fear, all that insecurity, all that sleeping around and shit, somebody would be at home, man, listen, building. But instead, they destroying, and then they trying to keep people... After the tower done fell, they still trying to get people to help them to build a new one and shit. Out of the same shit that was there. No new fucking materials, nothing. Just old fucking traumatic experiences. Let's build a house on all this cheating. Let's build a house on that time we got that STD. Let's build a house on that baby that came outside the way. Let's build a house on the one that ain't mine. Let's build a house on all this bullshit. Listen. 10 of Wands. You don't carry those kind of burdens. The Moon. You don't carry those burdens. 4 of Cups. Somebody's being rejected. Somebody's afraid that they're going to be rejected. I swear. Yep. So they're doing anything. Listen, I'm telling you, they don't know where somebody's going, what decision somebody's going to make. They don't know. And if this is their biggest fear, that they be rejected. Yep. Page of Wands. Listen. The 4. Listen, that they be rejected. This could be somebody's baby's mother. I ain't making it up. That's their biggest fear. Listen. And they take their pinnacle. Yep. Listen. No more juggling. No more playing this game. 5 of Cups. No more healing shit that don't work. The lovers. No more love. Listen. Enough is enough, right? Ain't we done enough to each other and shit? Look, I'm tired of hurting you. You feeling me? How about that shit? And I'm going to tell you, you going to stop fucking hurting me. Because I'm tired of hurting you. That's the energy I'm picking up. That ain't my story. That's just how I'm picking up the energy. Okay? So let me get you guys... I don't know where my cards are. Oh, there they go. A spiritual as fuck, of course. What's the advice for the collective? What advice do we have for the collective here, Spirit? Ooh. What's the advice? Can I get one, please? And thank you. I'll take those. All right. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. We got two of them. Here we are. Be the person you needed when you were a kid. Wow. Did you need someone who protected you? Did you need unconditional love? Do you need more attention? Do you need praise? Did you need to know someone had your back? You're a big kid now, and you can do that for that little pipsqueak still living inside your ribcage. Wow, that inner child, baby. What's this one? Things get harder before you level up. Know that. Did I show y'all this one? Sorry. All right. So things get harder before you level up, right? New level, new devils. You're working hard and making good life choices, and then out of nowhere, a shitstorm starts, and you can't figure out why. It's like mountain climbers getting to the peak. It's steeper, and the weather is worse up there. But if they were to give up or spend time crying about why it's so hard, no one would ever get to the top of Everest. Most of us would rather chop off a hand. That's me, my nigga. You won't get me to do that shit. Most of us would rather chop off a hand than climb a snow-covered mountain. But it's still a great metaphor for making shit happen. You gotta do the hard part, right? Yes, that's where the silver lining comes in. The hard part, the rewards are in the work. You know what I mean? In the obtaining, in the goal. Because those things that we put a lot of work in and a lot of effort in, those things tend to last longer because we put ourselves into it. There's a lot of things we can get quick, and and we can lose it and get it again. But there's some things, right, that if you go to school for something, right? Oh, thank you, Jesus. You go to school for something and you work real hard, right, to get that diploma, you know? And once you get that diploma, you're proud of yourself because you put in the work. You know what I mean? So, or building a house. You know, at the end of it, you know what I'm saying? You put in the work. So the rewards, it's not just I did it, but it pushed you. This is what I'm trying to say. It pushed you to go harder than you normally would, because this is something that can change your life, right? It can change your outlook on yourself. So I'm saying this to say there is no reward without the work. There's no reward without the work. We have to know when to show them and know when to fold them. Polka. I'm just saying. All right, y'all. That's the message. I'll see y'all. This is